Alright, yeah. It's gonna take a minute for it to show up, but just still move the camera around and stuff too when you doing that. Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Good and crispy.
Yeah. I was talking to Kendra the other day about his live because I had let me tell you, let me start. I can say that because anybody on here, right? Uh, I'm not blaming Q, of course, but I did leave my mixer last time we was at the watch party or whatever, whatever you want to call it. And I just couldn't find my mix. I'm like, I wanted to record that. I'm like, damn, I was gonna record like 3 videos real quick for the week. I'm like, what if my mix? I think somebody stole it. People stealing cars, whatever. And something just said, let me just text this guy and see if I left it there. I don't know. I'm thinking I didn't leave it. And I must have. I don't know. I think when I folded the table up, I must have put it to the side, came out the room, and just grabbed the lights and left. Which I rather just kept the lights there, not the mixer. And so we was talking, and then he had did his live that he did on his page. I thought it was cool how he was like, yeah, because I learned from y'all. Like, when I started the live, I didn't say too much at first. You know how like you don't say nothing really, you just kind of like banter or whatever. And he said, well, like 5-7 minutes, people start coming in, then I start talking. And so it'd be funny sometimes hearing how people like watch what we do here or be on when we do stuff here, and to see the kind of the recipe, I guess, for a live show and what you want to do. Because I don't think you should just jump into a live. I don't believe in that. Everybody say get here. They scream to the phone real quick.
Right now, like, can y'all get to the point? Like, hurry up and get to the point.
Yeah. And then he's a good speaker, so it's like how he gonna do his thing is always gonna be timed well. Yeah. So he speaks very well.
Studious.
Yeah, definitely. Cool guy. If y'all don't know, we got a entertainer in the building. You know what I'm saying? And not Cedric. We got Cedric, the comedian.
Yes, this is true. My given birth name. These are facts.
Yeah.
Good time.
How you been?
I'm blessed, brother. I'm blessed, man. Doing very well.
Yeah. I might ask it again later on once people come on and ask questions as well. But I think one of the things why I kind of wanted you now versus later on too, is because we talk about stuff like voter turnout or whatever the case may be, and I don't know why my mind went here, right? But I thought of you. Don't ask me why, right? Not a bad thing, right? But I thought of you and I said, I thought of you. I thought of Tommy, all the guys that's in the community, in the comedy community locally, and I was like, sometimes y'all post day in, day out, night, afternoon, morning. I got a show. We got a show. Make sure you're here. Make sure you're here. Make sure you're here. So Cedric goes the extra mile. I'm gonna say it. I don't know if he texts y'all, but he texts me. Yeah. Hey, it's never like man. It's just regular. It's a formal. It's like, hey, this is for everybody, right? Hey, I got a show. Love you to come out, whatever, right? That's it, so they do all these things, and then sometimes I've come to shows and I still enjoy them, but you come to shows and it's like not a lot of people there, and so like. When I think about the voter turnout, I think about how like every day, every night, we got all these candidates saying, y'all come to my show, come to my show, come to my show, come to my show. And we got over 200,000 people we're talking to, right? And of that, 30% show up. Now, granted, you would love 30% to show up.
30 would do me good. 30, I'm out of here. If I get 30% on a regular basis, I'm out of here.
I think I seen it was 15 or 16,000 people voted for Garnett during this election or whatever. Yeah. I don't know the exact number. 13.
Is he 13? No, 16.
16.
Yeah, 16. Other one had 13.
And it's all perspective, I say, because we talked about this y'all horrible. Y'all didn't come vote. But I wonder well, damn, if you just only focus on Augusta, right? How would you feel if 16,000 people came to your show?
Oh, I mean well, 16 grand? Oh,
16, 1,600,
That's enough to fill up the James Brown,
whatever they're trying to call it.
Whatever they're trying to call it. That's enough to fill that up, man. That was only, that was like 9.
Yeah, man. So, I thought of that, and I thought of like how the two worlds kind of coincide. Even when you think about, and I know Q had, man, you might have shared it, or I know we spoke on the phone about something. I think the guy from Miami Vibes had talked about one time, the police presence downtown, how it's killing the businesses and this, that, and the third. And then you think about like the nightlife or trying to have something downtown where people not coming out. I'm not saying that's the reason why it is. I don't know, but I just think about all of that stuff and like you think about how politics play into that. So like who you vote for, who you align with, you know, who likes you, who don't like you, you know what I'm saying, who wants to see you succeed, who don't want to see you succeed. That kind of all ties them
Well,
together.
they making it tough because I think both of them act like they involved in nightlife. The two mayoral candidates, one
Oh, here we go.
one guy got extracurricular activities with the women. The other one handing out 40s in the hood. I think they both put it down, man. Let me get a 40. I can get a 40. I used to drink OE back. I was St. Ives.
You gotta meet him at Tobacco Road.
I'm gonna have to, man. I'm gonna have to.
On a Friday.
And the food
Yeah.
on Friday.
Yeah, Kendrick inbox me, dog.
Well, nah, it's the other guy.
Garnett.
Yeah, get your people right.
I'm talking about for what he had.
Oh,
going on. He
nah.
got to inbox me for that. You
Yeah,
can't put
talk
that
about
out. Yeah,
that.
you can't put all that out in the public.
Talk
You
about
can't
it.
put all that out in the public. You got the inbox on there right there.
Yeah.
No, man, but I mean, on the real, I mean, we talk about it all the time. Support. That's one of the biggest, hottest topics in Augusta. People talk about. I mean, it goes in waves. It goes up and down. I just want to stay out there and stay consistent and keep comedy in the city, man. If I can keep comedy in the city, then I did my part. You know what I mean? Sometimes we have packed shows. Sometimes we have empty shows, and you feel it. You feel it when your jokes bouncing off chairs. You don't have that reaction coming back at you. It's kind of different. I mean, but then that's how we work on our craft too, man. When it's an empty crowd, we have to really be funny to make 5 people laugh. It's a room full of people, then one person laugh, other people just gonna laugh just because one person laughed. But when that's how you really know that you really hitting it. But you definitely want that support. I mean, because the more the merrier, man. I mean, I used to get real mad about it back in the day, man. But I'm older now. I don't want to smoke no more. I don't get mad no more. I get, we'll get them next time.
Yeah, Q, what was your take on like the voter turnout? And I asked that because not sure if you're aware, but she was part of this election. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
I saw it. Yeah. She
So
was on
clap it
my
up for
ballot.
Q.
Yeah.
Definitely, So what was
Nice
your?
post you put up too for all the people.
Aw.
Yeah, that was good, man. Even though you didn't win, you said you thanked the people that voted for you. You had to
That's right.
kept having a number on it. What was the number again?
1800.
There you go, man. That was really nice, man. I was touched by that.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was the
1800,
first, so
yeah.
that's good to be, I guess you could say number 2 out the 6 candidates that was running.
Oh,
Yeah,
that is
so
good.
that is good overall. I mean, my vote is turned. I don't know how to feel about it. I mean, because it's typical. Like we already kind of discussed it in large terms. Just overall, we talked about it a lot. How that is why the city is ran the way it's ran, because it's extremely low voter turnout, and the actual people that actually turn out is ages 55 and above. And if you can tell, the city is very old structure. It's ran in that particular way. It's ran like a retirement. I mean, but it's also ran like it's a retirement city. But also the leadership also run in a stagnant, I guess, frame of mind. Like there's no growth because literally our leadership is stuck. Like they're just stuck. So, but you get to see it in the voter numbers because it's bright as day who was voting.
What's your thoughts on like June, like the elections being in June?
May.
I'm sorry. Well, when it's hot, May, June. Yeah, I'm saying June because of runoffs, but June, May.
I think it was more so. I think it was designed that way. I think it was just designed to put it in this particular month where most people don't really pay attention to elections. Like you already have like this scarcity in people voting, but everybody knows that you vote in November. Like that's just something that's given. Is actually promoted
Heavily,
across
yeah.
the world,
Well, 'cause
literally. But in May, you don't see much promotion.
And people worry about graduations and all that other stuff.
There's mad stuff going on, like in May.
It's a lot of stuff that goes on in May, especially in Augusta, to have like an election as well. It's the end of school Texas. It's the end of the school year period where everything is being wrapped up. People are exhausted, like literally winding down. The main bulk of society is kind of sort of winding down, and it's like that's the farthest thing from your mind is voting, like, or trying to get or learn candidates, because a lot of candidates don't pop out until after March until they qualify.
I know, man. I
So-
felt bad for the young brother. He had some really good views. I thought he had a strong campaign. He just didn't have the money that the other cats had. Mr. Gaines.
Yeah, Eric. Yeah.
Yeah. He had some good ideas and stuff. And he's a younger guy. And I think he would have had some energy to do some of the things that I think the city needs. But you know, when you look around, you got Daddy Warbucks. And you know, them cats kicking out bucks, man. I mean, it's hard to compete with that because they can do, you know, they can advertise so much better, man. But shout out to him. Shout out to Lori Miles too, man. She came out, did her thing. I like Lori, man. She had that climax hairdo. Yeah, 80s. Object
70s.
of my
70s.
desire. But she's an established educator, a great reputation, and I think she has some good ideas too, man. But I mean, we should celebrate the fact we have 4 established black candidates who were very well spoken, and you know that says something too.
What you think about that, Q?
Let them have it, Q.
Yeah, no, go ahead. We just conversing.
Yeah.
I don't really got much to say. I don't. Again, anybody can run for any office, and that bothers me.
That takes away from it.
But it does. It bothers me that there isn't any credentials or something, like anything, whether you took a course to become a elected official, or I'm not gonna say that you need to have a degree, but you do need to have some sense and understanding of the government itself before you are running for things like mayor, commissioner, even the title that I was running for, the state representative. Being familiar with legislative, being familiar with how laws are written, just being familiar that the terminology in a government stance looks very, very different than what it looks like in just everyday language, and that means something. But also just the mere fact that I feel like once you become an elected official, somehow you become you against the people, and I don't like that as well. I don't like that our elected officials is not of the people, that they're against the people, and that seems more than anything, and that shouldn't be.
What you mean? Like expounding that? What you mean against the people?
Just it seems like the government is the enemies of the people. Like the people can say something or ask or bring something to the forefront, and they don't follow our government specifically.
Augusta.
I know, like, the people talk about other governments. I don't care about other governments. I know we like to compare, like, oh, this is not well, it doesn't only happen in Augusta, but you don't live nowhere else. You live in Augusta, so the only place
Hey, you know, it was funny about that. People be saying, I'm like, well, what else happened?
Right, but you,
like, give me one example.
Right,
I
but
just
you're
want
not
one.
even affiliated with that city that you're mentioning, or even trying to do comparable data, because you don't have it. But what we do have is what we see and live, the lived experience that we have in Augusta. And I know people hate for us to talk about it because you're not actually part of Augusta, but I'm a part of the lived experience here, which is totally different than being somewhere else and trying to say, oh, well, their government does it. No, I watch my government do it. I watch my government break protocol, break procedures, don't follow rules, don't know the rules, don't know a lot of things. Like, they're just unaware of so much, and it shows. But they're only aware when it's something that benefits them, even if it requires them to jump over hoops and break laws or break procedures and protocols, because there is no people to check them. The people can't check them, because in order for the people to check our government, the people has to have money. The government runs our money, but in order for us to combat anything that they do, in order for us to file lawsuits, get attorneys, whatever, it costs us money to actually do something to them when they're doing wrong by the people. And because they know we can't fight them back, they do whatever they want. And there is no checks and balances. There is nobody that's checking them or that can check them. And I feel like once you learn, because that's government too, is the power. Like, a lot of, they speak well as leaders, but are you power driven, or are you for the community? We shouldn't have leaders that's power driven. We shouldn't. With power driven leadership, it's corruption. It's just what it is.
They go hand in hand?
Huh?
Go hand in hand?
It go hand in hand. I believe it do. I believe it go hand in hand. Anybody that's solely seeking power, or they get a high off of any type of power move that they make, whether it affects whoever, if it affects other people, they don't care because they achieved it.
I don't know if I agree with you.
Yeah, I'm torn on that because
I think you have to have some type of drive, push.
Right, you do have to have drive, but you're serving the people. You're serving the people. So if your forefront isn't to serve the people in the best capacity,
Mm-hmm.
and your only objective is power, right? So I'm only proving, the only reason I'm actually doing whatever I'm doing is to prove to a certain group of people that I can do it.
Yeah.
Right? That's a certain, you're just being influenced, or you're influencing a certain group of people.
The thing that attracts us to leaders, though, is when they are powerful and when they do stand for something, and they do. Yeah, that's people that when I look at. Oh yeah, I like him. I like his stance. I like how he carries himself. I like how he moves. I think it's a certain. You have to have a certain degree of that. I understand what you're saying. That's a good point.
But it made me question, like, well, I think when people do run for mayor, a lot of them are running for power, you know. But now I can say this: I don't think Eric was running for power.
No.
I can't, and I'm not a for or against like any candidate.
He
I don't
may
think
not be running for power now. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's not his goal now. That's never. They don't lead with, oh, this is the goal. The presentation to the public is that I want to help the public. It's never that I'm leading with power. That's what I want. It is once you get it and you get a taste of it, and then you amplify that power that you have acquired. So that's something different.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I think what I will also say is that, and I'm a cool both of them, whatever. But I think that I can sit here and say that that's kind of what Garnett and Kendrick is doing. They both want power.
I agree.
I agree. But I don't know if not making one better than other. But I don't know if Kendrick's wanting power is like a negative thing, because he has already done or is doing, but he still want power though. So, but what I'm saying under your guidance, like, well, does that then come with corruption? Because like, we always like, well, not him. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody went but him. You know.
Yeah.
But is it that he's seeking power, or he's just naturally gravitating because what he puts out?
You want me to answer? He ran. This is the third time running for mayor. I think he's seeking power.
That's ego too. That's attached to
it.
But
we said ego and power. I think that go hand in hand.
It's competitive. I think he loves the community. He loves Augusta, and he wants to see. You know, he got closer. He wants to see if he can get over her.
I think there's certain things you can and can't do too to get that power.
Yeah. But did he win? Not that he won. What he did, essentially, he won, but not won the first time.
Yeah,
or the last time. Yeah. And I think that too could play a role in I was there, but I fell off.
Yeah.
So people did believe in him the first time that he could be the mayor of Augusta. They did. Had we not have this additional rule where it has to be 50+1 instead of majority votes, then he would have gained the majority votes. And guess what? He would be in office. But
what's your thoughts on that?
What?
The 50+. Like, what
I just heard about it. Last year in May. So I literally just heard about the 50% +1 additional vote, and I haven't really done much research to see where it came from or why it's necessary. I just feel like if we changing the Voters' Rights Act, we should change a whole bunch of things. Like if we're changing, if we're modifying and taking out words or removing certain language out of certain laws, rules, policies, procedures, that we should be doing it for a lot of things.
I don't agree with the 50+1. I think whoever runs,
the
I think if that's the case, though, I think they should chop it down. Maybe they should just cut it to 2 candidates.
Yeah, I don't think a runoff should be necessary.
So I'm glad that both said that, because it's not to diss nobody, but people take stuff how they want to take it. I really don't care. I don't think we needed 4 candidates to run for mayor.
Yeah, me either.
That's just me. Now, because I'm younger, than you are, I think I can see how we look at it. Like, well, we have 4 black candidates. I do feel like I'm one of the, because I'm young. I don't know. I feel like I can't see Augusta going back to having a white mayor.
Right.
So even having 4 black candidates,
it's gonna go back.
Oh no, that's over. It's over. It's over.
Listen, when white people decide they want Augusta back, they're gonna come get it back. I'm telling you. When white people decide they want Augusta back, they're gonna come get it back.
They might split up and go to Columbia County or something. I can see that happen.
They done it. They got enough of them. And that's why they're gonna get all the stuff they got out there and they're gonna come right back down. I'm gonna take back over. Take back over Augusta.
I can't see it happening at the mayor level just because of all the next ups I'm seeing.
Okay, so
I-
what I'm
What
saying-
white guy you think? I'm just putting it out there.
Mhm.
It's supposed to like at all the work that Jordan Johnson done put in. He might say he went for mayor, but we know it's Jordan Johnson. Who gonna be over him to take that role? Like what white guy we know of right now?
Man, we've had a lot of
They probably
different-
put Deep back in, but it's some.
Oh, they'll
I
come
feel
to
like
it.
they'll
Go.
put if it's necessary to them
Man.
to get a white mayor, that they would put somebody that's reputable
But-
enough.
Slowly but
So-
surely. When
If
the
we keep
They'll
if we
build-
keep having
they'll
corruption, then
build a-
yes.
When
Right,
the,
they'll build
yeah, I
a
can see that, yeah, yeah.
reputable
when the
person
gentrification
to
get
pop
through
out.
happening and they get some stuff built up like they want to, and then the arena start, and then some money start coming back over this way, they
Right.
gonna slide
I
right
feel
back in
like
there.
once the development of Augusta starts, like right now we look like shit. Like it looks shit.
Yeah, I drove through downtown twice, just like Broad Street, before I came here.
Mhm.
Midway through the second time, I said I ain't gonna do it a third time. It's the same blocks in the road, same plumbing issue, looking like see mud and it's just it look nasty. It look nasty.
Yeah.
I should have had my camera and
So-
just drove
I
by.
think
yeah,
that's gonna
yeah.
be like another 3 years, maybe 2-3 years worth of work. Just
You know, and we
Here.
talked about it like, and this how I'm saying politics going and everything because, you know, I hear a lot of business owners talk about the presence of police officers downtown, but like, how about the fucked up roads? How about like the fact that it looked like shit down there? I was driving past, is it Farmhouse or one of them? Like,
Mhm.
it's you can, Farm what?
Haas.
House? Yeah, I'm sorry, the black way is
Yeah,
Farmhouse.
farmhouse. Yeah, we ain't
Okay,
worried about
but
it.
shout out to Tommy in the back. Oh, he's white, by the way.
Oh,
But
yeah, he is very.
yeah, I see it. You can't even sit in front of it. Like, I'm like, how are people even going into the building now? So I'm wondering, like, when you mentioned like places might be going out of business. Well, damn, like, when the development's over, like, will these businesses even have withstood the construction part? You know, when they breaking up whole sidewalks, bro. Like it's insane.
but it's crazy that we're gonna have like this beautiful ass middle, right?
Oh, woman downtown.
Like it's gonna be gorgeous. It's gonna be immaculate. It's all gonna be smooth and nice, and then the buildings around it.
Wait,
are
a middle?
going to
What do you mean? Like the middle of the street?
be the
Mhm.
What they supposed to do there? Like maybe I don't know.
They're making it more parking.
Yeah, making more
Yeah,
parking.
they're clearing it out and extending it for more parking.
I never knew that.
Yeah,
I never knew that's why they
parking.
were breaking things down for more parking. We got like 5 parking decks. You can maybe make one of them free.
They
Like
don't-
make one of them a free
well,
parking
they,
deck.
They
So
probably
that's why
don't.
we need you.
Well,
Why
no,
for mayor?
well, not.
I did it for free, man. Don't come back to me.
No. They
She said, "No,
probably
don't cost me."
own, they
Nah, get you a
probably
seat.
are not owned by the city.
Buy it.
You know what I'm saying? They don't got no money. We already was in a 21 billion deficit. Shoot. They don't got no money.
So we gotta vote.
Supposedly, but we have enough money to
I
build a
didn't know that
extra
that
memorial
was all for
graveyard.
parking. I thought it was like something gonna be there or something like. So we breaking everything. Not we, but they breaking everything down for parking.
Except for the Confederate statue. That's gonna stay right there.
No.
They
I
they
bet.
ain't even accidentally hit it or nothing. Like they uprooted the James Brown.
All things but this.
Yes, all things but this.
We
They
gonna
are
take James out of
carefully
here. We gonna leave my
moving
Confederate
around it.
uncle
And
in there.
again, I know people hate us
Yeah.
to talk about the actual racism in
Shout out to me.
in
She
the
said,
city, but
and raggedy
it is-
buildings. Yeah, raggedy buildings for
raggedy
sure.
buildings.
I wanted to take. So I want to get into some stuff. I know we had a few things to get into, but speaking of the election and the voter turnout and all that stuff, it was a wild night. We had some wins, some losses, some I guess draws, runoffs, whatever you want to call it. The next day, what do you think about Eric Gaines' post? You mentioned Eric Gaines. I don't know if you saw his
Yeah.
post the very next day, like as soon as he woke up, I guess.
Yeah.
What was your thoughts on that post, Q?
I'm still gonna be the same. I feel like if you're a team player, you're a team player, and that's all around. So if you're a leader, you can follow other leaders, right? That's typically how it goes when you're in leadership. That you know that you're not going to be the end all be all, and
Mhm.
sometimes you do have to support the next leader. If that's your vision, and that's your goal is to help the community, to build a community, I feel like I ain't gonna necessarily say partner with like other candidates. That's his personal decision, but I do feel like if the goal is to better Augusta overall, and you're part of the community, why not pick somebody? Because eventually, one of them will be the mayor, regardless. And that's just respect. I mean, you're going to have to work with him. He has business. He has property here.
Mhm.
So we're already talking about the issues with them getting certain permits to build houses. It's a process. It's an issue, but you always have to go see the commission, right? Which includes the mayor.
Mhm.
So you have property. You're an investor. You probably going to see them more than Lord.
Yeah.
So it's just, I don't know. I just feel like I kind of expected it from him, and I do respect it because that's definitely his decision. It's just, again, I'm going to be a team player, and again, I do not understand the ugliness of politics. I don't. I get it as far as, oh, the ugliness is supposed to come out to deter voters from voting for the person, but at a certain point in time, I really just want to see the race of candidates, character, morals, what they've done, their work ethic, them actually out here in the streets doing doing the citizens' work, which is getting the votes and doing that part, and other people vouching for them instead of throwing mud. Just as soon as the election come, here go all the scandals that existed prior to the election. Why not?
They got scandals?
Yeah,
What?
yeah. Why not? It's like, and then people like, oh, this scandal came out. Y'all should be used to it by now. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, every election season, there will be a scandal. Whoever has the most momentum at the time, the other side is always going to throw out whatever their bag of tricks. When Alexia Davis, when she first came out and nominated herself to run for the Superior State Judge, Austin Rose came out with the article that happened 12 years ago. That is insignificant to what's happening in 2026. But that's what happens. Like, and it's like they play on the stupidity of the citizens of not voting. You get what I'm saying? Not being active, not being engaged in the process of what it looks like to be part of your government, and not really part of it in that way. Just understanding that these people really, when we be yapping and talking about what's going on in the city, these are the people that's making the decision. So why wouldn't you know who they are, or at least start to learn who they are in the first place? Because we do all this talking, but there are real people that's in position for the things that we complain about, and we'll never go to them. We don't even know they exist.
Well, I know she had went off, but like Beth and Eric thing, like what was your thoughts? If you watched it.
Hey, yeah, I did. He said he won't support nobody. Matter of fact, you know what, man?
Fuck yeah.
As a Eric went out like a real nigga then.
Right.
I ain't mad with him though. I mean, that's how he felt. Because what happens is, you know, somebody comes out and he'll take his percentage of people, he'll turn them a certain way.
Yeah.
He can say, hey, I'm you know, I lost, but I'm going with this guy. Eric said, man, fuck y'all. I ain't going with none of them. I don't care. And that's his prerogative, man, to go out on his own square. I ain't mad with him about that. I mean, it may not be politically correct, but dog, that took some balls. That took some balls right
It's
there.
honorable.
I'm talking about soon as you lose, first post, ain't thanking nobody.
I ain't thanking
I ain't thanking
nobody.
the goddamn soul.
Well,
I'm
he
finna get
did
on
thank
here.
he thanked the people that voted for him though. He did thank his 5,000 voters.
Hey, I ain't mad with him, man.
So.
I mean, for a first campaign, I thought he did very well without the kind of funding that he could do. I thought he had some good views. I had an interview with him once. He's a really nice young guy, man. He's a business owner, own property and stuff. So I hope he throws his stuff in the head again at a later date, but I ain't mad with him.
So I thought that like it was hard because like I said I'm with y'all. I respect his stance. I mean I can't tell him how to stand, you know.
Yeah.
But when you go into like certain posts and then it being publicly, that's when I feel like you got to draw back a little bit. Only because on one hand we can't,
you're a brand,
but we can't push. Hey, everybody go vote, and then you telling 5,000 people like, hey, I don't know what y'all gonna do. I ain't for none of them.
I love it.
Because that's like you telling 5 people not to vote. 5,000 people not to vote. Mind, he didn't say that, but that's how it can be taken.
Yeah.
Because and then if somebody really do like feel like everything he was saying, every word, they really following him and they leading him, or he's leading them rather, and they're allowing him to lead them. Well, he had no plan B. Plan A was win or nothing.
Right.
Hey,
Always there.
I know I lost.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing for you after this, y'all.
Hey,
Thank you.
hey,
So my thing is like, well, even as a politician, like you gotta have a plan B, C, D. Not on the cocky stuff, just because as a leader, it's like, well, if it don't work out, how am I gonna lead the people that's
How
following?
can I integrate myself into it? Because you do need a little bit more experience.
Yeah.
Like
And I'm not saying you had to endorse somebody,
Right.
but you don't have to publicly say you're not endorsing somebody.
Right.
The post was fine up until I will not be like, whoa,
I
whoa, whoa,
loved it.
whoa.
I was like, yes. I was happy for it.
So, cause my thing is like, oh, well, like she was saying, that's the thing about politics. So a lot of people get into politics not knowing how to be a politician, and they thrive off like, hey guys, I'm not your average politician. I don't want you. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want him. Like not him per se, but I'm saying I don't want. I'm somebody who like who's from who.
Please don't want it.
Nah, not that. I don't. You know me. But no, I don't want nobody like that because you don't know the ropes. You don't know the ropes of politics.
Right, and so one person isn't gonna come in and change a whole political game that's been going on for almost 400 years.
But not with no funding too. Like you might can do it, but you need some money now.
Yeah.
Money, we're gonna talk.
Yeah.
Hey, but like I said, I like Eric, and we spoke to him. He watched live here and there, a good guy. But my thing when you publicly say you're not going to endorse somebody, it's almost like you publicly saying like, well, I won't be voting. And he didn't say that now, but I won't be endorsing anybody publicly. It just was not. I just think that wasn't needed. It was. Thank everybody. I'll continue to do the good work to move Augusta forward. I appreciate y'all, and I'm moving on from there. And then I feel like as a leader, maybe not. You go and you talk to, but you hold your nuts. You go talk to Garnett. You go talk to Kendrick.
Right.
You give them your ideas, and then you can let if they say F you to you.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I spoke to both candidates. Neither of them wanted to hear what I had to say, so. I won't be endorsing them, but you do as you will. Do your research.
Right, because we still have to work with each other. Regardless.
Well, it's professionalism too.
Yeah, we still, at the end of the day, we're all still in the same spaces, same rooms, and we all had the same goal, and that's to push Augusta forward in our own direction, right, with our own agenda. So Eric had great points. Like, he had some real turnaround solutions. However, also, like I always say, we speak loud and boldly outside of the government until you get inside the government and find out what's really going on. And then some of your views and some of your things and some of the things that you are trying to do, you realize there is multiple walls, that you have multiple hoops and things. Because you would just be the mayor. You still need 5 more people to be in agreement with you to pass, to change anything. Your one vote doesn't do enough. So, and that's life. Most life, when you're doing community service, one vote is not enough. You need a community. You need to build with other people. And yeah, you may not like people's stances or what they stand on or even their character, but if majority of the citizens or majority of the people that did engage pick this person, and that person is in authority of whatever it is where you live or whatever, that you may encounter that person.
Real quick, it's a comment I want to read. She says, saying that he is not publicly endorsing either candidate is encouraging voters to make their own choice and decisions. It is letting democracy happen its way. I don't feel like it was wrong to say. And I think anybody got their own opinion. I can agree with that. I can only go with my timeline. And I know that when he posted it, people shared it and said, yeah, I ain't voting for nobody either. So my mind went to him saying that meant that to some people. Granted, he don't run me or what I'm thinking, anyway. And honestly, I want people to think about a number. So I don't want them to think about the person. I know everybody like Eric, and he's a good guy. I'm thinking about a number. I'm thinking about a few numbers. I'm thinking about Kendrick, 11 point something, let's say 12. I'm thinking about Garnett, 15 point something, let's say 16. I'm thinking about Gaines, 5. I'm not thinking about Lori at all, to be honest with you. All right, but Gaines got 5. So I'm thinking about them 5 it could swing it one way, or it could swing another way.
Yeah, it could.
And so it was just important to me. His number was super important. So he might not have won, was going to be close to winning, but the number of people that voted for him is super important to this runoff, and that's what's important to me. Now, we also, because we do this, and I'm sure she does this as well. She looks at it well. I see a lot of political debates or political statuses. I think about the people who aren't doing their own research, though.
Right.
The people who just want to be. Some people just want to be led. Believe it or not, in this world, like we think that because we read books and because we do our own thing, some people want to be led. Where I need to go. All right, that's it. You ever talk about how to do something? They're like, yeah, just do it for me.
Yeah.
And so I think about that, and I'm thinking about how many of them 5.2 thousand is like that. I heard some people say they voted him because he said no more Dollar Generals.
Oh,
now, granted, I thought it was funny. I got a button on there. Don't hit the button. Don't hit the button. Don't hit the button. Don't hit the button. I got a button on there, right? But this is my point. that's not a good enough reason to vote for somebody for mayor. Maybe a commissioner. I
Especially
don't know.
when the
Like, you
mayors
know,
don't control what businesses get open.
I did like that Garnett said that because he had mentioned that that's not something they control. But what I'm saying is like
Garnett just like Dollar
that's
General,
a
that's all that was.
you know a little South Augusta shuffle. But I think when I start thinking about the fact that
sell beer too. They sell beer.
40s, that's where he got them from. I heard.
All of them.
Huh?
One on
All
13th
of
Street.
Yeah.
But I think about
Cold
I
beer,
think
too.
about the Dollar General thing and people voting him for that, and I'm like, well, that's not a good reason. But that's what we up against, and then we're pushing me just to go vote because well, we got low vote turnout, so we're like, hey, just go vote. We don't know what they know, what they don't know. So then they go to like, who my friend like? Oh, my friend like Eric Gaines. Well, Eric Gaines didn't vote for nobody. So now they writing somebody in.
Writing somebody in.
We don't need write-ins. Like I know it sounds cute.
Runoff,
You can't. I know you can't. In a runoff though. Only in a runoff.
Thank God.
You know the
Thank
whole
God.
book, boy.
No, you can't runoff. You can't
Thank
write in.
God
And no point.
for in the runoff, you cannot write nobody in because I can just see a whole bunch of. At the end of the day, you got two choices. You can just not vote, or you can pick somebody.
And
but
please
you
don't choose not voting.
And
I know.
don't
But I do want to
choose
say
not
one
voting.
thing I saw today, and I don't know why. Now I was talking about it, made me think of this. It's the silliest thing in the world, though. But when I think about the post, what I thought about, and somebody asked James Harden last night, like, you know, do you think the Knicks were just a better team than the Cavs? And mind you, the Cavs lost every game. They got swept. The first game they was up 20-something points and lost that game. He wouldn't say yes. He gave some other kind of answer, and I don't know why. For some reason, I just thought about Eric Post. I'm like, he just won't say, you know, some better candidates is available.
He did say he doesn't align with them, so he doesn't believe that they are better candidates. He said he wouldn't run again. He wouldn't support people if he felt like they were better candidates. That he wouldn't have never entered into.
And once again, Eric, got love for you. Still will, always will. This is my issue with people sometimes saying non-politician. That is very political. That's it. It's just very political.
I agree.
Like. Because I mean, and I get people want to say, "Oh, no, he just simply believing." Politicians should believe in policy.
Right.
Yeah.
That's just what it comes down to. Which is also what's wrong with a slogan like "People for policy" because they don't come up with policy. Policy is policy. People fall in line with that.
Yeah.
But that's another story. I ain't get to that. I like Eric Gaines. I don't like him. I just like him.
Shout out
But
to Eric.
it's just so much. I thought, and like I said, the more you read, the more you know, the better it is. You know, he's a good guy, super
He is,
good guy,
man.
super
Sorry,
cool.
sorry.
I think he has a
Campaign
grand
money right
vision. Just like we discussed early on when I met him last year sometime. He has a grand vision. Overall. Even speaking with him when we did he was announcing that he was running for mayor, and even before that, talking to him and just saying you're in a different demographic. You're in Augusta, and I get you haven't been here in a while, but just overall, you do need money in this city, and the reason why you need money is simply for numbers. It's simply for data. The data tells you need money. That's what tells you need money. The data. He was never going to be able to touch 200,000 citizens, but let alone the 30% that do show up to vote, right? And so, like even in my race, the March the 10th one, it's 64,000 residents in those 5 districts that I was going after, but only 38,000 are registered voters, and only less than 1,000 came out to vote. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's the data that lets you know that you need money because you have to influence Augusta in a different way. It'll be a difference if we were a studious society. We aren't. We don't necessarily care. We thrive more on mugshots than we do.
What drama, just in general?
Just drama in general. Any type of drama.
We said 30% was low. Imagine if it wasn't no drama attached to this race.
Right.
We had 22.
Right.
We already lost 8. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that it's like she said, it's so much more to even just the post. The post just was like that, and that's just my thing with not having a campaign, man. Not having certain things like it's nobody to say, hey, look, that's not the move right now. Yeah. That I know people don't like that. They're like, yo, just do your own thing. It's a reason why people are in position for certain reasons and certain things, and I think even waking up with I don't think you need it that quick. It's like let's just sit with it for a minute.
Yeah.
And
right,
let's go
because
from
you need to analyze everything that's going to happen.
Make your next move.
Your next move, your next position. Because at the end of the day, the government of Augusta isn't the last time they're going to see Air Games
Mm-hmm.
in any capacity. I mean, he also was a member of our charter, which was changing and reforming our actual government structure.
Yeah.
So you get what I'm saying?
I
So
think it comes
you
down
were
to why he
very
ran
embedded
too.
into,
Like, and
huh?
I'm trying to get into that, but it comes down to like also why he ran. Like all that stuff be mattering to me.
Right,
Which is
right.
why I be wanting people to really get the real answer, not the answer they get you on camera, but the real answer. Like this is why I ran. You know, I think even Kendrick saying why he ran, like I only ran because the powers that be kept hindering me from being successful in other places of trying to push Augusta forward. So now I'm gonna run again. Like just the honesty of why you ran too is important to me. So, yeah, but Jordan Johnson live. I don't know if y'all watched it live the day before election. Like he had one live that night. I think the timing was really good on that. But I was saying that my members only, which I ain't gonna say too much, but I thought that I like Jordan. He's super smart. One of the this is what I'm gonna say about Jordan. Now I want to say, make sure I say it clear before I say what I'm gonna say. If there was like an award contest, he would probably win all the awards. If I like best commissioner, funniest, wittiest, smartest,
Yeah.
just all across the board, he checked
He
every
checked every
positive box. That's Jordan Johnson. He would win. It'd be a clean sweep.
Yep.
For awards for commissioners. My only thing was like I wish he would have waited till like a runoff. I feel like he knew it was gonna be a runoff, but we kind of all knew it was gonna be a runoff for the mayor.
It wasn't a secret. Everybody knew.
Yeah,
it was
that was my only
Yeah,
thing. I'm
yeah.
like, wait till the runoff for this because
we knew it was definitely going to be a runoff.
yeah, that was my only. But I also understand he had to help some commissioners and endorse them and talk about this and talk about that. But timing is everything. He waited. But also, if we push in early voting, it's like, well, do we need that before early voting? So it's so hard, and that's the thing about political. I think even in politics, you gotta be able to be okay with making certain choices that people not gonna like. So we talking about Eric Gaines' post. Just 'cause I don't like it don't mean nothing.
Right.
Why not?
It don't mean anything. It shouldn't mean anything to him. He should be able to see me and say, hey, I don't care about you not liking it. Okay, thank you. And we keep walking, Because that's politics. It's gonna be time. You gotta be okay making decisions
You
that.
gotta stand on something, man. I mean, anytime you stand on something, you're not gonna make everybody happy.
Right.
So, hey, I'm with it. Love that folks.
Jordan Johnson don't know he was the thought for write-in for mayor. Yo, shout out to Jordan Johnson. I know his dad passed, so I know that's tough as it is. Jordan he's just amazing. I think all of them, man. I think even Garnett. I know people don't think we like Garnett on this page. Me and Q probably had private conversation about it. We don't talk about it online a lot, but we both for a while we were struggling with. Some days Garnett did like the better king. Like, damn, he did this, he did that. I think he had the hard time expressing himself, in my opinion. And for me as a leader, I need somebody that can express themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I can't have somebody just like.
Yeah, I need somebody that's gonna be
transparent. I'm dead ass with transparent.
Very, very transparent. But also, when you make your decisions and you do your decisions, and people have questions about it, you should come to the most uncomfortable environment and answer those questions.
I saw a post. I think Real might have posted it. He was saying like, imagine if we could like put together Garnett, Stephen Kendrick, and Eric Gaines all in one. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what we kind of want.
That's what we want.
Which is why, and it's not against nobody, which is why the post kind of like bothers me. I'm like, damn, y'all could really work together. If it's not about power, like we keep saying, it's not about power.
Right.
Then why can I be okay with having a lesser position, but I'm gonna have an impact on the position I ran for?
Right.
It might be Garnett, it might be Kendrick in charge, but they should all be able to work together if the goal is really just to make Augusta.
That's about it.
Right.
I hate even saying that phrase, but you know what I mean. Better, not greater. Better,
Okay, there you go.
Or pushing Augusta forward. I'm just saying the black way,
Right. Pushing Augusta.
I think that should be a thing. I'm gonna read a comment real quick.
That's what everybody says they want to do. They want to push Augusta forward.
She said, "Shout out to Jordan Johnson for his actions and for the data centers today at the community. I appreciate the little things he does." Yeah. Jordan speak good, just a good speaker. Like he speaks well, and Jordan has been through the ringer. Like when I first interviewed Jordan, I was on Fire and Ice in Carlson's living room in 2017, 2018. I'm probably like 185 pounds, long time ago, right?
Oh, that was.
Yeah.
That was doing the analog then.
Yeah, we were doing
we
were doing a lot of stuff.
Man,
no camera.
They interviewed me on a tape recorder in the back. We was all sharing the same mic like the Temptations back then.
I ain't had no equipment yet, but he was running for something else, and he had won. But he was he was just groomed to be in politics, and for him to be kind of in our age group, you like that because, like I said, they normally older, but with reason though, because normally older people got the time.
But it's a paying your dues thing too, man. You got to come up through the ranks, and he's learning stuff that, for example, Mr. Gaines probably hadn't learned.
Right.
Because he followed a different path. You know what I mean?
No, I'm not laughing, but it's funny because like when you know more backstory to stuff,
Right.
that should be funny, but it's not funny. It's really not funny, and I'm not being
Like,
messy,
when
but
you know the real reason why a person ran, like
Yeah.
the real
I'm
reason.
just giving an example.
Like,
We
no,
was
but the
talking about-
example you give me is like, yeah, it could happen.
it could happen.
It could have been that, but
Yeah,
it
that's what I'm
just.
saying.
But no, you said everything you said was right. Like people just you get polished by continuing to try and fail. You know,
you gotta
so
stay in the fire, man. If you look at a lot of those city councilmen, man, they'll come in, drop out, go back, do
That'd be
different
crazy,
stuff. Huh? Yeah,
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, but I mean that's
if we didn't give it, I do want to give flowers to Eric Gaines for one thing in particular. I interviewed him. Well, we interviewed him. The very first Augusta News Network Live was Eric Gaines. I don't know if people know that. The very first one,
That was
Eric
awesome.
Gaines.
He
So
was
just I'm gonna
he
make sure I
talked
say
about
this
his
too.
history.
If he ever felt like there was ever like we don't like him or that, that's never been the case. He was the very first interview for Augusta News Network Live. That's
And
the
I
first thing.
actually picked him because
And
I
she-
had just
And
met
I was
him.
not going for it, but she was so adamant. Man, this is the guy. This is the
Yes,
guy.
yes.
She had to really persuade me. I'm like,
convinced you, yeah.
Yes.
all right, I'm gonna trust you, Q. We did it, cool. But also, his very first interview saying I'm running for mayor, we also ran that, right? But to see him go from those two interviews and then people would send me messages. Man, why he keep yelling at the camera for? I'm like, I don't know why he yelling at the camera. I don't know why he yelling at y'all. I couldn't tell you. Like, it was no character. There's like, I'm Eric Gaines. It's just real crazy, right?
Yeah.
Until like to him just being smooth with it and
Right.
kind of having charisma,
Flowing.
getting character, you know, like
Mhm.
and then just transforming into like not
Like
necessarily a
him.
politician, but yeah, to really be like I'm a mayor candidate for
Yeah,
real.
he became the candidate. He
So I
became the
applaud him
candidate
for that.
mayor, and I absolutely love it because you've seen the transition. You've seen his development as he was already a leader. in
Definitely
certain-
have leadership skills already.
But in order for him to become mayoral, he became exactly what he needed. He talked way
It's a-
more calmer. He spoke with more authority, more charisma, more energy, and more fact. Like he started.
slowed
creating-
down.
He slowed down. He started creating
So
his
he started out like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Your favorite wrestler.
You want to see Eric Gaines whip some bitch ass?
That's
Oh,
how
yeah.
that's kind of how he was moving for real.
Like for real.
You know,
And I think he was getting like some pushback.
and listening more. He started listening
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
He won't listen
He
at
started
first.
listening a lot.
He won't listen at
A
first.
lot.
I mean that's hard for the male ego to take criticism.
Yeah,
of this
yeah.
Man, that's a tough thing. I have a hard time with that sometimes too. You should have said, no, you shut up. You ain't up there with me. You ain't in show business. So, I understand that.
And I push for young candidates to run for public office all the time. So I'm like I told Eric Gaines then and now. If he had been out here for like a year, like if he had started last year, yeah, he would have.
I always said he need about 3 more months.
He would have. If he would have started last year, he would have had my vote. I ain't gonna lie, cause I see it. I seen like he has the catchy name automatically. He has
That does sound like a mayor.
Yes, he has the name already. That sounds like a mayor. It's very catchy. He has the charisma. Everybody loves somebody that's been in the military. Once he started to conform, and he really believed in his message, but he also believed in that what we were up against, that it needed to be changed. And I so wholeheartedly support his mission that the entire system needs to be changed. And I knew he was going to go in there and actually figure out a way to do that, because he was also the person that found the documents to prevent like this group home or something to be open in his neighborhood that he has property at. He was the person to go and find these documents to stop them from allowing this particular business from opening up. But the commission was about to approve the people from doing it. But without that document, and the fact that he went and found this document was so impressive to me, because that let me know that he does his homework, he does his due diligence to make sure that what he's speaking and what he's talking about is very factual, and that he stands on what he believes. And he pushed it through. He pushed through. Even though they gave him pushback, he pushed through, and finally he got the reward. He got that they were not going to open because of this document. And I forgot the document, but he did it. So
I think
again, a couple months, and he would have definitely had my vote. I'm never gonna lie.
but it's a saying, like it's like sometimes certain things can happen, so other things can happen.
Right.
So maybe he had to lose. Maybe he had to just run,
Yeah.
just to find that balance of like what
Yeah.
I'm gonna do next, and then whatever he do next, and he may succeed in that because of his experience running for mayor.
Mm-hmm.
And then who knows who gonna win and
He
who
met
gonna put
a
in
lot of
position.
people. He met a lot
Yeah.
of variety of different.
But I think,
people.
like I said, he can definitely help the city move forward. The mayor role may not be for him, but I'm sure it's a role he can fill. I can see him being a commissioner easily. I can see him being a lot of things. Sometimes you just need to get a little more wind behind you before you jump into that kind of realm. So,
So what do y'all think it's going to take to get the younger people more involved and more active in the voting and the political scene?
I think. Well, I can't really answer that question. I do think, and I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but I do think it's important to be realistic.
Right.
And I think about myself at 18 to 24. There was nothing you can do or tell me to make me think voting was important.
Right.
When I did go, my mother said, "Hey, make sure you vote." So she nagging me. I'm checking the box off. Let me go vote so she get off my damn ass, right?
They telling us who to vote for.
And then, because I'm not doing my research. Yeah, I think these young kids ain't even looking in their school books half the time. Well, we expect them to really look into the world that's not affecting them in their mind at that time.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard. But you got to pick the ones who maybe you can,
I'm not
reach.
We say young voters 18, 24. I'm not even talking about them.
Nah,
I'm talking about 25
That's even worse.
to 40.
25 to 30. You're not thinking about that.
Low
Yeah,
turnout
you
from
definitely
like the
trying to figure out
age
life.
of 25 to 40-year-olds participating, and I know we see and feel the effects of whether it's not voting, but having people in position that really aren't qualified for their jobs. We experience that daily.
So I think everything go hand in hand because one thing you did mention, and we mentioned a lot. I didn't mean to point at you. You mentioned a lot is I always trying to do that, so I don't like doing it. But how running for young people running for office would get young people involved.
Right.
And I will say that me watching Jordan Johnson did intrigue me on like what is politics about.
Me too.
And it's solely him. I'm not gonna. It was no other candidate but Jordan Johnson.
I was like, is there some type of school y'all go to
I'm like, damn, he's my age.
No.
He's my age group, you know. So I'm like, if he doing that, I need to know about it because if he's running and doing stuff, I should know about this. And so maybe it does take younger people that they know. Because one thing I know from social media is like when I post a video, and then I tag or I collaborate with that person, I get all these young kids following me. I get anybody that knows them is now liking the video, commenting, and following me. Right? Don't know me for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wonder, like, okay, you put that same person, that same kind of individual, age group, whatever, in office, how many young people go vote for that person? Because I went to school with him. I went to daycare with him. I know that, or her. I know her. So sometimes it is going to take younger people being in office for them to get, 25, 30, whatever, to be involved. The reason why you see older people involved because they classmates is running.
Hey.
Yeah.
No disrespect, and these are all people I love them to death. Karen, Michael Thurman, Garnett, all went to Butler, same class.
Oh yeah.
In the 80s. So my thing is they voting because they voting for people they went to school with. It's not rocket science.
I used to always say like going into the rooms with the different politicians and just different city leaders that what they had in common is that they're all peers. And when I say they're all peers, they all either went to school together or they were in the same classes. They graduated around the same time.
Play sports.
They experienced the same thing with Augusta. A lot of Augusta leadership right now, the people that's in leadership did experience the consolidation. They are very, very aware of what was happening and why it was needed to consolidate. They were grown. They were like my age at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like they were grown and seasoned into just adulthood, but also now they needed to be informed about politics or what's going on because it was a lot of ruckus at that time.
But you got to think about like paying taxes and certain bills on homes, owning a home, whatever. A lot of things that's affecting your pockets. You like, okay, now what's going on? So when you hear things like, oh, less taxes, and what is that? What I need to do? So now you're more involved in it. So I think some things just have to affect you as well. Like once it affects you, then you start to look into
the
it.
reason that people are older is because they're being affected by more of this stuff now. And when you in your 18 and 24, you trying to figure out some life.
Even if you are being affected, you just don't know. Because you're not paying nothing. You're like,
you're
care about that?
And I feel like that's our age group. Our age group doesn't own a lot of things. So therefore, the impact of taxes or just different stuff, we're unaffected by because we're renters. And Augusta has made that very clear. Like 50% of the homeowners are our older generation. Like a lot of them are our older generation or people that don't reside here. A lot of our homes are bought by people that don't even live here.
Yeah.
So we're not even paying into the tax system as far as that, and that's another revenue source that keeps the city running. So I can see why certain groups are involved in, voting in the elections and make sure they put certain people in position that aligns with making their life better.
What they want, yeah.
Right. So
I want to, like, even with the subject, because I have him here, like, and I think, to me, the comedy scene, I see a lot of similarities in certain things. We did some campaigning in the mall one point, and then we was asking people, what does politics mean to you? Mm-hmm. And the answers was kind of alarming, because they just didn't know what politics was. You had one person trying to, like, really question her, and like, bro, who's your commissioner? Oh, I don't know. Well, how you talking about policy and you don't know?
Yeah.
A small question like that.
What district they in?
What district you live in? No. And that much, we didn't like down him. We tried to show him. Now, he didn't feel comfortable giving us the address, which is fine. But we show him where he could find it at, and we do from there. But the point I'm making is that's just one aspect, right? And then somebody will tell you or whatever, and the comedy scene is trash. And well, where you go see a comedy at? What show have you been to? What show? What place? What establishment got the best comedy shows? What days are there? What days do you throw your shows? Is it Friday? Is it Saturday? Is it Sunday? So it's a lot of people don't be known, but they'll just say certain things. Mm-hmm. And so we got to be mindful of that as well. Like, people are just talking sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes. All the time. A lot of times. Listen, social media does not have any accountability.
None.
Anybody with a smartphone can just put whatever they want on there. And it's like you say, nobody regulated, nobody check it. A lot of people just saying any and everything. Mm-hmm. And you'll be surprised who will follow people up with that.
Yes, that is crazy to me.
Yeah.
I often ask people in my comment section, especially when they're talking about like the commissioners or just people in general. They may say some general statement, but it's negative towards the person. Something like, you need to do your job, right?
Like today?
Right, huh?
Like today?
Like today. You need to do your job. So my question is, what part of his or her job that they're not doing? Because I feel like if you have a critique with someone, you should be able to elaborate what that critique is.
I mean, just one example.
Just one.
I'm big on just one example. Just give me one example.
One failure, they be like, oh, this person or whoever needs to answer their phone. Well, what have you called them for? Like, tell us, the citizens, instead of trying to throw dirt on somebody by making some vague statement like they're not doing their job. What has they failed to do for you specifically? Not because they be like, oh, well, we don't like him. Who is we? It's just you.
Me and my army.
You. Like, it's just you. So can you tell us why you don't like him or why you don't like her? It's normally never a collective amount of people that's talking about something. It's just you.
Real quick,
it's just you.
A lot of that stuff, sometimes it's not even just you. It'd be third party, and then you really got to go dig deeper. I mean, if you got time, you don't have time sometimes. You got time, dig deeper, and go find that third party.
Right.
And you'll be like, you know what? I get it now. And I won't give them time of day no more, because the third party be somebody who also don't know nothing. Yeah. I'll be surprised in the comments sometimes people say things. I'm like, you sound like somebody else I know that I know don't know nothing because they ask me stuff. But you got that from them, and because I know everybody hang. I'm like, okay, this is getting kind of crazy now, That third party is be insane to me.
Crazy to me. I commented under someone posted today. They commented under one of the videos that I posted Jordan, and I can't.
Which was a long time ago. And they just commented.
Yeah.
And then Jordan came back and said what he had to say too.
Right. He
Jordan had time today.
and the whole gist behind it is when you spear out certain stuff, when you the person. So I'm the writer, right? So I'm the person that necessarily puts the information out. I do the research. I watch the commission meetings in detail. So I can really tell when somebody's just talking and then when somebody's actually watched the commissioner meeting and made a stance based off of what they've actually watched versus what they've heard on the internet or just in rooms with people who are leading conversations. And when I say people are leading conversations, I feel like in certain groups you see specific. You see the same 2 or 3 people that are, we'll say, pushing Garnet, right? So you have the what that page is. You have a page that popped up out of nowhere that bashes Kendrick, right? And then
What?
you have,
They have a page that bashes Kendrick?
child, and then
Blasphemy.
you have people like Lawrence Brandon, the Roger Pearson.
You mean Lawrence Garnett?
Yeah, the other dude. Is his name Michael Thurman? Is that the one? I forgot the
That was
other
the
one
one that
name.
got caught
But
red-handed?
they continuously push that the mayor is this great guy. And my whole gist behind people being great leaders is that normally you don't have to work this hard. You do not have to convince others that somebody is a great person or a great leader because their work does it for them, because they do it for them. I think was it J. Cole, somebody said that he let the people call him the GOAT.
Lil Baby.
The people typically
I love Lil Baby.
express who is the GOAT. They do. And it doesn't need one person rallying or 3 people or a couple people continuously pushing the same rhetoric. The whole gist behind them wanting answers from Kendrick, right? You want answers, but you don't want answers from Kendrick. You want answers from the public, but the public is ignoring you because that is not, the public doesn't care.
Mm-hmm.
But you're going to keep pushing it like, oh, well, I really want to know if we got this type of leader, nobody cares. The only person that cares is you. So you should go talk to Kendrick. You should express your disdain. We already know that you're not going to vote for him, right? My gist behind wanting to know information about people that you truly do not care about is insane to me. You do not care about him. You have already decided that is not your candidate. You continue to push it. I think it was either Kelby or somebody posted and said they would much rather see more positive or more things that your candidate has done than things that they haven't done, or trying to shun the other candidate or anything than what they are actually doing. Speak more on your candidate and what your candidate has done. And if you have made the decision that is not your candidate, that's just not your candidate. Who cares?
I think that's why Tracy George was so successful. Cause she had a runoff too, right? If I'm
She
mistaken.
did.
She's in a runoff.
And that's crazy.
That's
Both
why
of them
she
was
was
on.
successful.
Both of them was
show.
on here too.
Yeah.
Soretta and Tracy was on here as well.
We just doing the good work. We ain't nobody. You know what I'm
I met
saying?
Tracy at the 70s party, man. She was real cool.
Yeah,
Nah,
Tracy's
but
cool.
when she was on here, they was on her in the comments. Our commentators get crazy sometimes, and they was on her in the comments, but like she wouldn't allow nobody to steer her into like talk about this candidate, talk bad about that candidate. It was all, this is what I plan to do. This is what I'm gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I've
That's
done.
smart. That's focus.
And it's like it was so hard to like not like her.
Yeah.
Come on, we could have had on earlier. We was like, I don't know, you know. I can't speak for you. I gotta get convinced a lot of times. I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
It seems like it. I don't people
I don't
don't
be-
jump
hey,
on here.
I don't be convinced, bro. They don't be giving it
That's
up.
cool,
You know,
man.
I don't be
I mean,
convinced.
This your platform, man. You gotta protect it too, man.
We just got, but also,
And then I don't think you can be fake, man.
I try not to be. Yeah.
I don't think you can be fake, man. I think something gonna slip out if you bring somebody out there. You don't feel. I feel like you might say something that they ain't gonna like. Yeah, I feel like. I feel like.
You know, it be happening. It happens.
I know.
So there's nothing we could do about it. But we just saying, but we feed up each other, so it's fine. Like she know when I'm like, hey, I ain't really into that, bro.
I ain't feeling that.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, sometimes you know, I might just sit back there. Why you sitting back there? Hey man, chill. chill.
Cut camera 3 off.
Hey, that sound like. Hey, Tommy, who that sound like? That's funny. Yeah, you gotta chill. No, he can't come up here no more, man. You letting the secrets out too much.
I didn't know the secret. I just said it's 3 cameras right here. I said, you would walk off. I said cut camera 3 off. That was a joke.
Boy.
Man. I didn't know nothing about anything.
Damn, shoot, tell you, wrap up, man. Send this, put it back to me. All right, man. Yeah, this was good, man. You know, we gotta. Nah, you start.
Call back. Yeah.
No, but yeah, I think it's good to have just the political dialogue with things as well. And I know, like even in your field and what you do with comedy, it's political in that realm. I know you go through a lot of political things, but like you have to make decisions on headliners, not headliners. You know, shows, who gonna be on, who getting paid, how much I'm paying. It's a lot of decisions you have to make when people don't they don't like what you're saying. They don't like what your stance, but your stance gonna be your stance. And you got to remember.
I mean, my dad always taught me, man, I think that's the realest thing I ever heard in life. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. So you got to make whatever your stance is. You got to make a stance on it, man. Otherwise, you'll be out there in the wind. You know what I mean? You won't have no control of anything.
There's a comment here that says, more and more of our generation are out buying homes, and those renting do not realize how increasing and property taxes affect them, even down to apartments. Education is important. And I agree. Education is super important.
Man, have you
Get
seen
informed.
apartment prices these days? Oh my God.
I don't know. You know, we joke about people not having this, not having that, but I really got to commend anybody who just staying afloat and living, because it's hard.
It's hard, man.
Which is why I feel like people should be involved in voting. Not that it's going to change the world, but you got to know somebody plan this, like, and how it's going to affect you. Like, what's going to make it easier for me to live?
I know.
Better
I
for me to live.
I got my first apartment when I was 19 years.
What was your rent?
Like $375.
Yo, I could.
Yeah, $375 at one bedroom.
If room at $375 right now, I could have 4 apartments and I'd be fine. I could live 4 places right now. I'll be okay.
I'm talking about now cats living in dangerous places for $1,100-$1,200 a month.
That's insane.
That's crazy, man. You pay $200 a month, you go out there, your car ain't got no tires on it.
Nah, back in the day, you could actually like try to live. Like, we joke about people living this and all these different living arrangements, but if you got a place to stay, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, for real.
Homelessness is real too right now. So
it is, man. I seen a homeless dude with a vape earlier today too. I seen some crazy homeless people lately, man. I seen another homeless dude with a prosthetic leg, but he was working on it with a power tool. I'm like, how in the hell?
Chill, man.
I'm like, what in the hell? What kind of homeless dude is like this? And I seen another homeless dude hitting a vape. Like, what? Oh,
Priority
man,
wrong.
no. You're supposed to have cigarettes, man. You ain't no vape. And you were homeless? Where you plugging it up at?
That's funny.
I just be thinking.
Well, what about you? Like not so much politics, but like, what's your thoughts on the scene, the comedy scene, the club scene, the nightlife scene? Like, how does that affect comedy?
Man, I think all that stuff goes hand in hand. I think comedy is not like I think comedy and probably poetry probably get like the worst entertainment raps, man, because it's not an instant cash cow. People are not just gonna come out because you got comedy or spoken word. They'll come out if it's an A-list comedian. They'll come out if it's an internet sensation that they like. A certain group of people come out, but it's not that slam dunk. And then promoters and club owners, they don't want to get a night out if they ain't gonna get their money back. You know what I mean? So that's another factor that you have to factor into it too, and the cost of the show and things like that. So it's something that you definitely have to build. Like the successes and the wins that I have is because I've been at it for a long time. And this is over time, I was able to build a strong enough following to keep people coming in every month. And then for the younger comedians, that, hey man, I got supporters, they like me. Will they get dressed to come see you? Yeah, will they get, I'm gonna get me and my old lady, we're gonna get dressed, we both gonna take a shower, and we're gonna put on some clothes, we're gonna come see you. See what I'm saying? That's the difference. I mean, because I can swipe, I can like you all day on that swipe. Yeah. Oh, well, that's funny. But will they come in to sit down and watch it?
And see, that's why I said the two worlds to me blend, because I think of one with the social media thing you're talking about. You could post something, I'm voting for you. You don't live in this district. Let's start there.
Yeah.
You like me, cool. My pictures, your comment. You can't vote for me. Actually, legally, it's not possible based on your address, right?
No accountability.
But because social media, it's going, okay, cool. So now I feel like I got all these votes, but really you can't vote for me anyway. That's just one aspect of things. And then you mentioned like how the nightlife and all that stuff, like the owners and them not wanting to get a night up. Sometimes there's so many things you don't know about the industry until you walk into the industry that you think you could change. So somebody could say and tell you, nah, all you gotta do is this. Yeah. First of all, when niggas tell you all you gotta do, you can stop them right there.
Right there.
Because that's never all you gotta do. They say that all the time. It's never all you gotta do. Yeah. It's actually 10,000 other steps that I'm not telling you about, right? Yeah. But all you gotta do is, but like, well, you're not in the field. You don't know. So I think about politics too. People jump into politics saying like, you know what, you're not a good leader. I'm a better leader than you. But you don't know the powers that be. You don't know it costs money. You don't know that money also breeds other people's power. Yeah. So I probably shouldn't say. I was talking to somebody the other day, and they went live. You know, make your thing, you'll make it. But people didn't like the live. You was like, man, you know, they might put it down. But they done donated to this person campaign, that person campaign. So like, what you do now? Do you take it down, or do you keep it up? Do you want this extra help, or do you not want this extra help? And so there's so many different decisions you're making that's not even about the people. No. It's totally about you and this particular agenda you have and goal you have. And so sometimes we think things is easier. It's said like 2 + 2 is 4, but It's a lot more numbers than 2 and
It's
2.
a lot more, man. A lot more. I had a friend of mine that came in from out of town, and he was trying to open up a comedy spot, man. And he ran into a lot of problems with the commission. He didn't know nobody. He came in, thought he had a couple dollars to get a building. They run right through it. And he was never able to open the building. They had it for almost 2 years. He was never able to open it as a comedy club. Didn't do it. Didn't do the due diligence. Didn't do the homework. Didn't find out who the players were, who the hitters were, who he had to talk to. But he could come in, flash some cash, do what he wanted to. It don't work like that. Yeah, it's even worse with politicians. Everybody got to know the game. You got to know the city, the landscape. Like you said, you got to educate yourself on what's going on.
I mean, I think about. I've been to some. Well, me and Q actually went to. You had thrown comedy competition.
Yeah.
Tommy was in there too. Shout out to Tommy.
Tommy was in it. Shout out to Tommy.
But me and Q went in. We enjoyed it. We came back every week.
Yeah.
You know? And we don't go out like that. You know what I'm saying? But
I know.
we liked it. I love. But even something like that, I'm like, in my mind, this is what I said. And this is me, a novice, never thrown no event really ever. Right? I'm like, yo, why you just don't do that all the time? You know, like, I don't know what you lost, what you gained. You know, if it was losses, you had judges, you had a lot of stuff going on. Comments coming down from Columbia.
Yeah.
So there's second place, third place, fourth. It's all these different factors that's involved in this comedy competition. And I'm like, we should do that every quarter. But I don't know what go into it. I'm just saying that. Now I'm not knowing that maybe the promoter like, look, I ain't really feeling this. Like, me and Q like it. We love it. We laugh. We come back next week.
Yeah.
The person that owns the establishment like, hey, this ain't it, bro.
Yeah, I mean, and then like the establishment has to make their money too, and I understand that. At first, I didn't understand that because when you young and you in the game, I want to perform. They should be just cold lights for me. I should be able to come in and just tell all these goddamn jokes I want to because I'm the shit. It don't work like that. When they cut them lights on, they paying the bill.
Mm-hmm.
When they open that bar, they got a bartender back there. She got to get paid. And they got to sell a certain amount of drinks to make their profit. You know what I mean? So all of it goes hand in hand. And if you get a good situation, shout out to the Pedal Pub. We was down at the Pedal Pub. We did a couple comedy competitions down there, man. And they were really good to us. We had a great time. And everybody has to be on board. It's like raising a kid. It takes a village. You got to have decent enough comedians. You got to have owners got to push forward. The people got to push forward. Tommy got to invite his two friends out.
Well, he invited Q and me. You know?
Yeah.
We came.
I mean, it's like
Tommy's too.
Yeah, everything's gotta catch on, man. And if you get a good situation, that's wonderful. But sometimes situations are not so good.
But that's why I like what you just said. Like when I think about politics, I think it's the same thing. Like you want a good government, right? But they said the bar gotta make money. Yeah. The door gotta make money. People gotta be in seats. It's so many different realms in this one room that gotta get fed and gotta happen for everything to look for it to look like a good event. Me and Q can come and say it's the best event ever. It don't matter. No. It don't matter if the bartender say I ain't make no tips. It matter if the person in the door say we ain't make no money. Only 5 of y'all came in here. Me and Q, we had time of my life, but it don't matter. Well, ain't no more event no more. Why not? Well, other things didn't happen. Yeah. And that's it's politics. It's nothing you can do. It's not a successful thing. It's not a comedian thing. The comedians came and showed out. You know what I'm saying? They didn't care. Everybody's on time. Everybody did what they're supposed to do. But because other things didn't happen, it can't happen now. And so that's just how politics work too. And I wish sometimes we would just see it that way instead of thinking that because things go sour, it's on an individual. Sometimes everything not clicking, ain't not gonna click.
And they don't hit.
Which is why when you got to vote. So you think about even 10+1 commission or whatever. You gotta have you gotta have a checks and balances. There gotta be some kind of power.
I agree.
But it's not a shift, but it got to be some kind of balance in power.
It got to be some kind of balance, man. I think, I'm going to say this, it probably ain't the most politically correct thing, man. I think the worst thing we could have did was make half the commission black. That's when we started having problems. Half the commission black, then we got so many people that don't come out and vote. So we already taking a small number.
I ain't know who's going there with that.
Yeah. You do know it's a gentleman's rule, though, that exists a long time ago where they had this make half black, half white. Like it's like a gentleman's rule. Like it's always been like that, where there was half that was white and half that was black.
I mean, because the black agenda, the black vote is already small enough, and then you split it 3 or 4 different ways. Then how can you have any type of unity?
Right, but not for the commission, because the commission is done by districts. So that's not split because it's only
I thought he was going to say, like,
people
giving the
that's
mayor a vote or something. I thought he was going to the mayor vote. I said, okay. He was like, black people, you niggers.
Yeah, that's it. Sick of you.
Damn.
Goddamn.
Whoa.
No, man, I'm just saying.
Now,
'Cause
I believe that
think-
I feel like we do a disservice when we say that we can't be in leadership, because we can. We just
can't be
don't
in leadership.
do.
We just have to
We
be-
just don't do our due diligence enough
We don't
to
stay
vet
together.
us,
We gotta
to
stay
make
together.
sure that we have great leadership, right? Everybody that speaks well and is poised and came from a great upbringing is not necessarily a great leader.
Mm.
If that
They're off
makes
to a
sense.
good start, though. It looks good.
It just looks good. It just looks good that you speak well, and it looks good that you can you're well rounded. But a lot of them aren't well rounded and diverse in all aspects. Like they can't move every room. And not that they should, but eventually the type of positions that you're going after requires a different version of you. To be a mayor, you do need to be able to move different rooms. And that's something that I look at as any leader. Well, in any leader, that can you walk in and move any room? It does not matter whether the room like you or don't like you, because you're so convicted in what you can actually do and the results. Like you actually have the results too. Mm-hmm. Like you can not like me, but you can't not like results. Mm-hmm. Like I'm always showing up. Like you just don't like the way I get someone, but you can't deny that I'm actually moving things. Yeah. So when you are in leadership and you can go in any room and influence any room and show up and make progress in any room, that's real leadership. Like you really
I like it.
are
I like
doing
it.
something.
I like it. I ain't mad at that.
Yeah,
I thought of one person you said that though, but yeah.
You too. You gotta go in there and move the white folks too. Man.
Well, man, shut the hell up.
I'm coming here today, and I'm gonna let you guys know how it's gonna be. Okay, you got a white perspective in here. We're gonna get everything going, and everything's gonna be okay. All right.
What's a Q? I got a text from somebody. They didn't want to comment on the live. They said, "What's a runoff?"
What's a runoff?
Yeah.
A runoff is essentially the race after the race.
Yeah.
In the most simplest term, it's the race after the race. So because
if there's multiple candidates, the top two
Yeah,
candidates that got the most, they go run off.
They go run
because you
off.
got to get more than 50%, right?
So in Augusta and other governments as well, but specifically in Augusta, in order for a candidate that has more than two candidates, so in a mayor race, let's just say the mayor race just had Stephen Kendrick and Garnett Johnson. If whoever got the most, if Garnett got the most at that time, he would have won, because it's nowhere around it. Somebody was eventually going to get 50% or more.
That's part, but and I hate to keep going about that, but that's part. And I'm not. People do what you want to do. If you want to run for something, hey, I can't take not to run. You know, make your mark in life. But that go back to why.
Not care.
Yeah, it's just that go back to why, like for certain elections, I just feel like it's so important that I'll be okay knowing who's gonna be the mayor for the next 4 years right now, than having to wait till the 16th. If we just had two, like we've been had, for the minute the second person said they're running.
Right, but that's also that's again when you have people that look at the candidates that chose to be a leader. You know what I'm saying? Like again, this is self-service. So you chose to be a public servant. I agree. I said that I can do this, so I'm going to put my name in the hat and see if the people will vote for me. As much as again, and I keep honing this point, but for the longest, I really did think that the people that were governing city budgets, making decisions, policies, legislate, had to be qualified in a much different way than just living in the city that they reside
Schooling,
in.
certification, a degree, or something.
Or they went through some type of course.
Nah, just be
like
born.
That you were,
just be born.
Like everybody got to start somewhere, though.
Right, and I agree to that. However, this is such the only issue I have with it is that we require our CT employees, the people that they are actual governing, to have this. They must have graduated. They have to have degrees. They have to have references. They have to have they get put for certain titles, they get put in a pool. Mm-hmm. And you go through this vigorous application process just to be selected. I think like the city administrator or the top positions, they go through these rigorous application processes to be chosen to be hired for the city of Augusta. but the people that actually govern the city, the mayor, the commissioners, other elected officials, do not have to go through anything or anything. They just need to be well known, live in the area, and pay their qualification fee and campaign. Nobody has to
when the next mayor race,
verify
I might
them.
run now. I ain't know it's that easy.
Yes, it's literally qualification, and you really don't have to live in your district. Hence, I think it was what's his name, the Corey Johnson. You don't. If you got enough finesse, you can make some stuff disappear. You can run in a district in the city and not have anybody to check it. And even if it's brought to the forefront, it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, Corey too smooth, man.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
From the old school
So
light skin
again, when
ways.
I say you got to know Augusta politics, you have to know Augusta politics. But just to know that, like, the leadership, and I think that's something else that made me pay attention, is like, dang, I already had thought like people in leadership were incompetent to a certain degree because they just come off as incompetent. Like, they really do. Like, sometimes you're watching and you're listening, you're like, damn, well, how you don't know that? Like, that's not something that you learn. That's not something that you need to know. Like, how do you get the experience, and not necessarily even the experience, but the knowledge of how a government works?
Is that what inspired you to run?
Yeah, I'm gonna say, yeah. I think a lot of things inspired me to run. The fact that you can just run, and I also wanted to show the experience to my peers that y'all, it's really not that. Like, it's equivalent to being in high school and getting the most popular vote. Like, literally, like, that's what it is. And if you do have some type of motion in the city, you're likely to be a public servant. You are. You're likely to be chosen to be a public servant. And I just want, like, a lot of us, quote unquote, are popular in the city. And if we just paid our little money and put our name in the hat, I guarantee you, if we truly wanted to do it, we could do it. We could absolutely flip the seats to where you see much younger, fresher faces. It's just what stops us is, I guess, the wage. But I also say that the currency is in the title. And a lot of stuff, people want to know how people make their money because you don't necessarily see them making their money. They don't have a job that's attached, but they survive. There's another side of life if you step out of being a 9-to-5 worker. And that's how people make their money. And it's much more smoother, much more easier. It's just a different life. And sometimes when you're so stuck on being a worker, you can't see that there's another premise to how to survive.
I'm finna quit my job and run off.
You gonna quit? You gonna do what?
Quit my job and run off.
Inspired by Q.
That's it, man.
don't quit your job to run for office.
Gusta explained it to me
definitely-
right here.
it can definitely be used as a second income. These people, not to say that they get paid huge numbers. I'm just saying that your currency is in the title. Why do you think that these people hold on to these seats for dear life? Like, they go through, it needs to be studied how public servants hold on to these seats as opposed to creating successors to pass along, right? You can't do it forever. And why wouldn't you want to pass the work you've done down to the next person so they can continue and add what theirs is as well? Because now you're leaving the people that you're leaving that you were assisting hanging.
Ego,
That'll
man.
be too much, like, right to
Male ego. Can't let it go.
Yeah.
I think we had a
Lord.
comment from Miss Self. That go back to what she said as far as just why education is important. I think educating yourself and then us knowing and talking about it a lot now.
Yeah.
I think they gotten off on people being ignorant, not in the sense of like in the negative term, but just in the definition
Just
of
not
ignorance of politics. And it's like, well,
Right.
I'm just gonna stay around.
Mhm.
You don't say nothing. You don't say nothing. I ain't. Stay around. Vote
If
for me
y'all
again.
know how many races was run like by 90 votes, I was Corey Johnson actually won like by 100.
Yo, you
100,
gotta chill. You
100
gotta
votes.
chill. You
I'm so
got to
serious,
chill.
like, because
Yo,
no. Really,
Corey Johnson gonna catch you in traffic
listen.
one
Oh,
day.
yeah.
You gonna be like, let me holler at you.
because I was shocked. Like, you got to go back and do your history on people once you find out. Like, he jumped in the race out of nowhere. So I'm like, dang, well, where he come from? So now
That's
I
my
got
boy,
to go
man.
and do
Love
my
Corey.
research. But when I did my research, he
Butler.
won. He won. It was a very low number. like
He won,
very,
though.
very low. But no,
Victory,
what I was
baby.
saying is you seeing how low the participation was. But like at that time, still 30 to 40,000 people. This was, I think, back in 2018 or something like that. Still 35, 40,000 people. But I think he won again with less than 1,000 votes as well. So you get what I'm saying? Like, this is how they're walking into seats. So you got all these seats that a lot of the people, they did not have to work hard. Like, it wasn't that they got 100,000 votes. They got 100. They got 1,000. They got, shoot, I could have won if the other person wasn't in the race, 1,800 votes, and it's
You got the wrong
60,000.
You got to skip over to the other district where they don't know. Yeah, you just
House
pop over.
131.
Yeah, you pop over to the other district.
Pop up
You'll
to
be
the other
in there.
district.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got to use the one you in. Just pop
Could
over
you
to
see
the-
yourself running for something for real?
For real? No, I couldn't, man. I'm not a politician, man. I'm gonna tell you the first time I voted was when Obama ran. That was the first time I voted.
Me too, but I have to just turn 18 when that time.
Oh yeah. But I mean, I love. I've been educating myself a little bit more on politics lately and the inner workings of how things work, man. But I wouldn't be no. I couldn't sit up at them commission meetings. They be hollering at each
No,
other.
they don't sit up either.
Huh?
You gotta watch. They don't sit up either.
Man,
They
I used to
doodle,
watch
they
it.
draw,
I used to
they
watch it.
post on
Yeah,
Facebook,
I used
go
to watch
live.
it, man.
What
It
y'all
was like-
doing? Yeah, they do all
No,
that.
man, I got tired of seeing them get mad.
They only pay
holler at
attention when
each
it's their
other.
agenda.
Yeah. But I just want to see the unity, man.
Me
The unity
too.
in the city, and everybody try to make a good. We got some very talented people in here. Some very talented elected officials. Everybody just use their talents to make the city better, man. Because I get tired of traveling. I go to different cities and I watch other cities just pass by us.
Yeah.
No. Give me an example.
I go to Savannah every month. I go to Pooler.
Just one. That's all.
Yeah, I go to Pooler every month, man. Pooler is the same demo. Pooler is outside of Savannah. It's not even in Savannah. I can understand why Savannah is advanced from Augusta in certain aspects because they have a port. Okay.
They got a dope ass mayor too.
They
Yeah.
did.
They got a dope ass mayor,
They
bro.
did. They did.
But they use their historic downtown and their port, and they bring in this business and all kind of stuff, right? A lot of commerce. I get that. Pooler is about 10, 15 minutes away from Savannah. Not even close. Can't even mooch off for the people coming to Savannah. But they have a Tanger outlet, and they have several other things that they have out there. Every time I go up, like they putting up a new shopping center. Then they have a Hyundai plant out there. They built a Hyundai plant in the middle of nowhere on the highway. That's bringing in more commerce. People just flooding in there. They're building nice homes and neighborhoods and stuff. I'm like, man, Augusta could be doing the same thing. It's the same demographic.
It's the same.
So we need to use Savannah River.
I think we need to use some of it better. And I think something like a Tanger outlet would take this area up. If we put a Tanger outlet somewhere in Augusta, we would have, that's just immediate commerce, because people will have a shopping attraction.
But that go back to what we were saying, like the whole episode, and that's the thing I hate about politics, because like we go in circles. Good idea, but then they gotta get approved by this, you gotta get funded by that. They gotta say yes. They gotta say yes. I don't like that idea because it's you. So no, back to the drawing board. And after
that's
4
a lot of
years,
things.
you ain't did nothing for
When
nobody
you-
because they didn't said no and y'all just couldn't agree for nothing. So when
Right.
you say unity, you do need unity.
You do
Yeah,
need unity.
yeah.
And then that's another thing that you pay attention to a lot if you do watch the commission meetings. You do pay attention to even if the idea that's presented is a great idea, just simply because it came from that person, it won't even be considered, right? There can be professionals in the room, like our attorney, city administrator, people who are specialists in these particular fields, which as a commissioner, you are not. You're not a specialist. That's why they are here. They're there to guide you. They can give guided, professional advice. But as long as they put that disclaimer on it as it's up to commissioners to do whatever they want to do. The commissioners do then do whatever it is that they want to do and do not take the professional's advice. So you see that a lot happening in our government, that if it's not that person's agenda or this particular group's agenda, then they will not vote for it. They won't even consider it. You don't even hear the pros and the cons of why you're in disagreement. It's just like, I just don't agree. Why though? What parts of Mr. Johnson's statement or whatever that you are in disagreement with? when Lonnie Wimberly brought up his statement in regards to I think the waste company should give something to the community, being that you're taking away from the community and you didn't actually add value. You actually took value away from the community by not providing us that service. So you should give us something, but instead you gave our commissioners something instead of the actual people, right? Lonnie Wimber was like, hey, you should consider us, like the people. Do something for the people. Pick a nonprofit organization and do something for them. Nobody even considered it. It's just, no, I'm not with that. I don't care. Can we vote? That's when stuff when it's not aligned with their agenda, can we just vote? Oh, I don't want to send this back to committee. Oh, I don't want to do this. When it does probably require more information to make an actual logical decision.
Real quick, we got a comment in here. She said, Miss Self, she said 6 versus 5.
Yep.
I think that's important because I think people think it's 6 versus 5 now. And it's actually, I think, 4 instead of 5 now?
What we got, Tamika?
Yeah, that's no. Jordan, Francine, Lonnie, Stacy. That's 4. Who else is on that quote unquote side? Quote unquote.
So I new or is it
out of anybody that's there? Right now. Because it's still a runoff for the other person for District 8, if I'm mistaken, right?
Right.
Yeah. So, but speaking, he on that Brandon. He with the man. I ain't tripping, right?
Right.
So you got. So that's 4. Versus what, 7?
Well, Tony just quit.
He lost.
But he's still he's a commissioner.
So when she start?
They don't start till January of 2027.
That's the silliest shit in the world to me.
Yeah, they don't start till.
If that's accurate, that's silly to me.
No, for real. They
so
don't
she
start.
won last week. So she won last week, but she don't start till a year?
Right. They don't start till January 2027.
Bro, that's crazy.
Yeah,
so he know for the next 6 months.
So during this time,
but if that's the case, just imagine how the 6 months gonna go now. Like, you done lost. Nope. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Not showing up.
Absolutely not.
I think the meeting after the election, it was a very tense meeting, which was expected. And that was the coastal waiving the $70,000 for the coastal services, waste company services, waiving that. Even when the people who oversee the contract, like even the engineer department who oversees the contract, said no, don't do this. Now again, these are the experts. They work directly with this company. They are over the company contract. They put these rules and stipulations in place because we've had bad experiences with previous contractors. So to prevent that, we've incorporated some penalties for not doing your damn job.
Like,
Coastal is not new to the city.
Oh, Coastal, yeah.
Coastal is not new to the city. They've been here. You get what I'm saying? They had 2 other zones.
But then they take some money from them anyway.
Yes.
Like, y'all be hearing 2,000 here, 2,000 here. So you took the money, but then said no. It's kind of crazy. I don't. Hey, it's each his own. I don't know. I ain't get 2 bands.
But
so
yeah, to me, it's more. I feel like
yes.
That's it. Yeah.
When it's not a conflict of interest thing, it's morality. Right? Just because something isn't a conflict of interest doesn't mean that it's not morally wrong. Like, you voting on something and taking money for something in the outside realms, because again, they hate to say.
Do y'all want to see the commissioner? Us have them on for Commission 8. I don't know if you think that's something we should do.
Yeah,
Yvette and Kofi, yeah.
We have both of them on.
Definitely dope.
Who's running for?
Michael Kofi is running.
Yeah, and Yvette, yeah.
Williams, which is Yvette Williams is former.
Two older candidates.
What was that? Former
Pastor Yvette. Yeah.
You went to school with her too?
Huh?
You went to school with her?
No, I ain't go to school. I went to school with her younger sister though.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what helps with her.
I think that would be good though, because she's former Hart Davis' wife. So
I think
that'd be interesting.
It's good.
Shout out to Hardy Davis. I miss Hardy.
You miss him?
Yeah, shout out to Hardy Davis.
I like Hardy, man. Hardy's
Most
my man.
entertaining mayor we had.
I know.
He was the most
I don't know.
entertaining.
I don't know. Garnett has some 40s on him, bro. That's funny.
I don't know.
That's funny.
We talking about
Garnett told
entertainment.
a voter to go jump in the Savannah River.
You might.
Bro.
You said, was it true?
You true?
Yeah,
That was AI?
Huh?
You thought it was AI?
I didn't see it.
Oh, you trying to say
no, he
because
said
just
that.
seen-
nah,
I
you
just
trying to
see
say because
people
he
say it.
posted it. You trying to say
No,
AI
I
because he
didn't see.
posted
I
it?
just
Oh.
see people say it. I didn't know if it was true
Barbershop
or
talk. Yeah,
Yeah.
barbershop live. He said
Full
that.
live.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, I
Oh,
do
John
know.
Milton.
Yeah.
John Milton. Shout out
Oh,
to John.
what John said? Oh man, no, Gardner, you
No,
can't
he
tell
ain't
people
say
not
that.
to do
He ain't
that.
say that at all.
What he
He
said?
laughed.
Nah, John. Hey, quiet as kept because I know John the best interviewer, but quiet as kept. John was in his bag. He was.
Hey man,
He was
I
in his
like
bag.
John, man.
I watched it back. I was proud. I ain't gonna lie. He was like, but he do it fun. He be like, people want to know. People want to know. Like,
Yeah,
nigga, you want to know? Stop fucking around. Like, you want to know. Shout out to John, man. But
Oh,
he
yeah.
was like, the funniest thing to me besides the Savannah River thing was like, you know, are you Republican or Democrat? People want to know, right? So the mayor went this whole little soliloquy like da 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 da. He was like, oh, cause you're Republican.
Hey, John, old school, man.
Yo, I cried.
Old
I
school,
cried.
man.
Yo, shout out to John.
I'm for Augusta. I'm for Augusta.
Hey, man, I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
John.
he do
John's
his
a
AL.
wonderful dude, man. He cool people, man.
That's too
Okay, she said yes to her district. Look, if y'all want it, we try to give it to y'all. We will reach out again if they respond. Cool. If they don't, they don't. But I also wanted to make sure we had a whole comedian on here today, but we still sitting around voting for a reason. I want people to know. She wants people to know. We all want people to know. Vote when they know it. You gotta vote. We gotta run off. That's important. Early voting, 8th through the 12th, June 16th. If I'm not mistaken. That's the dates, right?
That's for old people early voting.
Nah, it's for me too.
Nah.
Cause I
No.
all people that's not that don't have good timing, good planning.
Yeah,
Don't
I
wait
think-
don't
I
wait
think
don't
if
wait
it
till the
just
12th.
come across
That's
your
me.
mind, you should do it at that
Yeah,
time.
that's
If
me
it-
right
if
It's
there.
early
easy
voting,
too.
just
You
go ahead
in and
do it.
out.
Man, you go in
You
there,
in and
nobody
out.
be in there. You walk in, walk out.
Which is crazy. It's like early vote because nobody be there, which is wild, right? Because that's the best time to
I
vote.
know.
This way we ain't gotta worry about counting for the last day. It'd be quick. We know by 8 o'clock who won.
Then I get sick
You
of
would
people with
think
them
that they
damn
would-
signs out there too. I'm trying to go vote. Y'all sending the damn like get the damn signs out of the way. Let's go just vote. Get out of here.
You would think that they would change the elections back to November simply by the cost that it takes, the amount of money that it takes to run the elections in
If the
May.
cost don't do it, the important should, because it's important that we do a mayor race in the blazing. You know,
But I think
it's hot
I
today.
think that we
It's gonna get hotter.
Yeah.
the people
Humid.
in authority actually like
They want that,
the
yeah.
fact
They want that, yeah.
that there isn't much participation
Yeah.
when it comes down to voting, and that there isn't enough involvement when it comes down to people paying attention to the government, because that requires, if there is, that requires them to be knowledgeable in the things that they are representing.
Yeah.
And sometimes you learn that constituents are well more knowledgeable about things that they aren't, and that some kind of way causes conflict, as opposed to just, you know what, I'm not really sure, but let me look into that, check that, verify, and
Man, I could just imagine me being a commissioner, because I'm not gonna lie. If I don't know something, I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what? After this, let me get up with you, because you seem to know a lot about it.
right.
Let's have what Kendra be saying. Meet me at Waffle House tomorrow.
What?
Now I'm not a Waffle House
Sit down
guy
and learn
myself,
what
crazy,
we're
but
talking about. Let's
Longhorns,
sit
you know, on the city's dime, you know,
Oh,
like
that's
always.
city time. We can do a whole lot of stuff. Like,
You know?
Waffle House tastes a lot better when you ain't paying for it.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't imagine, like, I don't know how you, and this we'll end soon, but like y'all tell me how y'all think y'all would act as public elected officials. Like,
Elected
how would
official?
you act as elected official?
Oh,
Like,
yeah, I mean, I got a smart mouth. I'd be in trouble. I'd be in trouble off the rip. As soon as I have a meeting, somebody says something I don't like, well, shut the whole motherfucker down then. Shit, I don't care. I don't give a damn.
hey, imagine that, right? Fuck it then, like, man. What about you, Q? Like, cause you get emotional sometimes, not emotional, but like passionate rather. I don't want to say that emotional, but like,
Yeah, but my facts be done. It should be lined up too. So
you think you think you be arguing or nah?
No, because I know politics, right? You need in this realm, in that particular realm, you need 6. And once you know what cards you're up against, it'll be a difference if you were appealing to other intellectuals who actually who actually respect you, right? So I always say that I feel like the commissioners as a body don't respect each other. Because you would respect
I
each
agree with
other.
that.
You would respect my thought process if you respected me for the
You're
most
here,
part.
yeah.
But you don't.
I'm
You
like,
don't
shit,
respect.
man.
You know, like, yeah, you gotta get that one flip.
you don't respect me, so
Clip this.
therefore I get a lot of pushback.
Yeah.
So once you know you're in a space where others don't respect your opinion, it's less likely that I would put up a fight. So going into the environment like what we have right now currently, I personally wouldn't put up a fight because I know that the people that I'm sitting next to, left, right, or in between, is not necessarily in this as my colleague. They don't respect my intellect.
Man, I know they family members where some of them stay at too.
I feel like in the meetings, I would talk, I would say things, but I just know me. I just would not talk to none of them. I know how I could be in rooms. I just won't say nothing. But make no mistake. When I get home, prop my laptop up. Oh yeah, how y'all doing, man? It's Bobby's World. Yeah. Today this happened. This is why this happened. Okay. They said this. This is why that. So what you don't know is 5 years ago.
Right.
I'm telling everything.
I'm telling everything then because
we gonna get these meetings right.
Right. We gonna get the meetings right.
Because if you don't get that one right, mine's gonna be right afterwards.
Okay.
Hey, Q, come on. Hey, my team, my house tonight. We gonna have another meeting here. Well, this is the side that voted yes. And tell us why. And I'm going from there. We gonna fuck around, make the news in other states.
Like I would, because if I was going into Augusta government, I would definitely have to use my platform to get things out because you need change, and the only way you can get change is with people. Like you need a community of people that support you to push what it is that you're pushing. And if they're uninformed or don't know, then you won't have a community. So I would definitely use my platform to build a community to ensure that when I actually need something to happen, that the people show up. And I've effectively explained to them how you show up to actually execute what we need to be done. Because fighting against the government, which you should not have to, I should not have to be fighting against my commissioners to make best decisions that overall affect the entirety of Augusta when we all see what Augusta look like. Right? We all still hoping and praying and wishing that South Augusta gets some type of development, and every time we turn around, we got a politician, a mayor that said, oh yeah, we're working on it, right? We're working on it, but there's been so much development in other parts of the city of Augusta that exclude the city of Augusta, but that's how you get your votes, right? Once you say you're gonna do something for South Augusta, you get your votes. Like,
shout out to the Regency Mall, man.
Whoo, Lord. What a hidden gem.
My mall, man. I remember I used to say, I'll never go to
So much
the Augusta
potential.
Mall. That's the white mall.
That's what I used to say too.
White mall. We ain't going no white
like
mall.
I'm not
We
going up there. Like
black mall.
history.
Going to Orange Julius, man. Going up in there. In the Montgomery Wards. All of it, man.
I wasn't living down here, but I remember seeing the Wood in Regency Mall years ago when it came out. It was a movie theater in there, right? I'm tripping.
Yeah,
right?
and behind it.
Yeah, I went to the movie theater there to see that.
I want to see Set It Off there like 6 times.
6 is crazy.
In the same weekend.
But I can understand the 90s. I can understand the 90s. I can understand. The same weekend is crazy though.
Same weekend.
Oh, you had
Kept
6
going
different
back.
dates.
Yeah, just kept going back. It's crazy, man.
Well, yeah. No streaming back then.
No streaming. Zero streaming.
Just bootleg.
I was trying to explain to my daughter. I found some cassette tape. I said I need a VCR. She was like, "What's that?" I said,
Oh, wow.
"Shit."
Damn, man.
I said, "What's something you put in?" That's all I explained. I was like, "Well, then you gotta rewind it." She said, "Well, what's rewind?" I said, "Oh." They don't know rewind. Rewind to them is a finger. They just do this.
That's it. Yeah.
I said, "Nah, it's a button, and sometimes that might pop the tape. So you gotta be careful. You might do it with your finger a little bit before you put it in." I said, "I'm telling you too much. You don't care."
I was a technician with the Scotch tape. I used to do Scotch tape on the regular tapes. The tape would
Yeah,
pop,
yeah.
take it out, man. Get like a little piece of Scotch tape, put it around there.
Times and change, man.
Man.
You ain't have nothing tangible. That's just on the phone.
Nah, man. Everything digital now, man. They don't use CDs no more. I thought CDs was.
They make calls, but I don't know.
For the longest time, I thought using CDs for the longest time, man. I was still rocking with tapes, man. I had to give in. CDs, not CDs though. Ain't that something?
Yeah.
Digital.
I used to try to hoard a DVD, and it's like, why? I could just hit a button and I got it on Prime now.
That's it, man. It's right there.
And it's cheaper and quicker. I ain't gotta rip the plastic off. I used to struggle with the plastic on CDs and I don't know why. I just had no fingers, no nails, just trying to bite this, open this. No more.
See,
Just
man, you had to find that little seam. You got that one seam right there.
sometimes you get lucky, but every time,
just split the whole thing over.
But now it's just 2 buttons.
Yeah,
Click confirm, yes, and it's all playing.
That's
Dum
it.
dum.
It's already on.
You're there, so.
Crazy.
Yeah. Well, this was good. I appreciate you coming through. Clap
Yeah,
it
I
up.
appreciate y'all
Clap it up
having
for
me,
my
man.
guy, Cedric.
Hey, man, thank you, man.
You got any shows coming up?
Yeah, man. I'll be back at Icons again. I normally there on second Saturdays, but this time I'll be there June 6th. On first Saturday, I got my girl Duchess coming through from Atlanta, Georgia. And Sweet Baby Keita's coming through. She's been on Heart of the City, Showtime with Apollo, Steve Harvey shows. Been all over the country doing the thing, so we're gonna have a good time.
All right, that's dope. That's dope. You got any shows coming up, Q? I know you do comedy too.
I don't have any shows coming up.
No shows coming
just
up.
Stay tuned. Every Tuesday, we might do a couple more lives though. I think doing more videos. I don't know. I want to commit to kind of getting people engaged with voting, and maybe I see that videos kind of take off a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
That maybe doing some short content with videos probably be a little better.
Y'all so socially conscious. I feel like I'm woke today. This is great, man.
No,
That's good.
That's good.
You learned something new today.
Educated me.
Each
today.
one teach one, man.
That's
Each
it,
one teach
man.
one.
That's right. So
So-
when I don't go vote for the runoff and I be in the bed, I'm gonna look at them like, hey, man, I know Maine.
Man, you ain't. See, everything got to him. Everything got. I blame Eric for that. I blame Mr. Gaines for that.
That's it, man. Easy E, I'm around with you, son.
See?
No
See that?
voting.
And meanwhile, Eric got me down at the polls.
He gonna be like,
I got you. Yeah, he gonna be down there. But it's all
And
good.
with just a go vote sign. You don't gotta be nobody. Just come vote.
Nah,
Matter of
man,
fact, I'm gonna just scoop you with me. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna come get you and we gonna go vote
I'm
together.
an early vote, man. I have it already taken care of. I ain't gonna be out in there.
Let me look you up real quick.
Mail in a
But shout out
vote,
to,
you know, all the things.
But shout out to the candidates, man. Shout out to Garnett with the 40s, and shout out to Little Stevie. That's my boy. He lost a lot of weight, man. He's Little Stevie now. He used to be Big Stevie, now he's little Slim Stevie, man. Nah, man, but congratulations to both of them, man. You know what I'm saying? May the best man win.
Right. At the end of the day,
End of
the
day.
people shall choose, and
That's
whoever
it.
comes out the most to support their candidate will
That's right.
win once again.
Say it again. Vote for who you want to vote for.
who you want to vote for.
However, if you do want me to tell people to vote for you, you know, I can see you my invoice. You know,
That's it,
we can go
man.
from there.
Let them know what it costs, man.
It definitely costs. That's why I probably ain't got no shirts on no more. I got Zep on today. You know.
Shout out to
I ain't a Laney fan, but I just figured out I
That's
could
it,
put my
man.
man Zep, but no more shirts unless that come with a cost. We can't be on here promoting
That's it, man.
you know.
Garnett, if you out there with them 40s again, man, hit me up, boy. Hit me over with old Mary St. Ives.
Get this. Hey, y'all make sure y'all stay tuned, stay good, and don't jump in the river, please. Stay away from the river if possible. You good?
Q, you gonna do that or no?
No, we can do it off camera. That's fine.
Alright.
Oh, that's funny. Y'all are hilarious, man.
All right, that's that.
Y'all have a good night. Bye.
Good night.